all here. So let's come, we'll start lying down this morning. We'll start nice and slow in case some more people trickle on. And again, we're just coming to lie completely flat on our backs. And either the soles of the feet can be resting on the ground, or you can extend your legs out, whatever works and feels best for your body right now. And settling in, allowing the breath to deepen. And feeling the back imprinting into the earth. Right, notice how the tailbone is heavy. And then hopefully there's a little space in the low back, right? Almost like you could slip a piece of paper or a pencil underneath, or maybe a coin. And then again, the mid and upper back and shoulders are rested. The back of the neck, there's a little curve again. Maybe this time you could slip a, I don't know, I was gonna say a Twinkie behind it, but maybe that's not the best thing to say. Maybe a little dish towel you could slip underneath, right? And then again, the head is heavy. So just feeling these imprints. And then setting an intention for your practice, right? We just started off with a mindful body scan or back body scan. So maybe today your intention is creating mindfulness and noticing these little subtleties in the body. Maybe a particular situation or someone comes into your mind. And as we move and breathe, we'll allow this intention to just stay with us in our hearts and in our minds. We'll take another big full breath in, and this time we're going to stretch the arms alongside the ears, maybe the knees plug in towards the chest, and then you might curl yourself up into a ball and gently rock yourself a little side to side. Good. From here, let's keep our right leg hugging in. Extend your left leg long, and the left heel is going to hover on the mat, or off the mat, I should say. Good. If you want to engage through the core a little bit more, you can lift your head up, right, and lift your shoulders up. Make sure you hug the belly in and not press it outwards, right? You want to hug belly button towards the spine. And then we're going to switch sides. So now your left knee will hug in, right leg will extend out long. Press through your right heel. Again, either your head's lifting up, right? Trying not to have any tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. If you do, press the shoulders and head down. Good, let's do 2 more each side, just a little bit faster. So right knee hugs in, left leg extends out. Press through the left heel. Good, left knee in, right leg out. Press through your right heel. Last one, left leg extends, right knee in. Good, and then left knee in, right leg extends. Beautiful. From here, we hug both knees back into the chest, and we'll come to roll all the way over onto one side and make our way up to our hands and knees. And your hands will go underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. Spread wide through the fingertips. On the inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone will lift. And as you exhale, we're going to round and press the floor away. Inhale to look up, tailbone to lift. Exhale and round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Good. Exhale and round. Couple more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. So let's do 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale and round. On the inhale, we're going to come back to a neutral spine. From here, you're going to swing your right foot out to the right. All right, so your left knee stays down. I'm going to do some inner thigh rocks. So take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, send the hips back. Good. Inhale to rise on up. Exhale, sit back. Good. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sit back. Last time, inhale to lift. Exhale, sit back. Good. Inhale to rise on back up. We'll replace the right knee down, and then we're going to step our left foot out to the left. I knew it was only a matter of time before this cat came out. Good. Take a nice big breath in, and exhale, sit back. For a second, I thought I was lucky. Good. Come on up. Thought he was napping. Exhale, sit back. 3 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sit back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, sit back. Last time, inhale to lift. And exhale, sit back. Good. We'll inhale to come back up. Release your left knee down. And then we're going to step back to down dog. So stepping the feet back, come into the top of a push-up into a plank, hugging the belly in. And then we'll lift the hips all the way up and back to a down dog. Once you're there, pedal the feet out. Shake your head yes and no. Letting it feel super good. Take your time. Then we're going to roll through some planks and down dog. So if you need to lower your knees at any point, you are more than welcome to. On the inhale, we'll rock forward to a plank. Hands are directly underneath shoulders. Squeeze everything in. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Good. Inhale, roll to a plank. Everything hugs in. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, roll to a plank. Exhale, down dog. Good, couple breaths here. Again, pedal the feet out, shake your head, yes and no. Beautiful. From here, let's inhale to reach the left leg up to the sky. As you exhale, you'll bend your left knee and open through the hip. Try and keep your shoulders rooting towards the mat, right? So our left shoulder tends to poke up, but let it root back down. And then we'll extend the left foot back behind. However it gets there, left foot's going to step forward between the hands. Good. Right knee can stay down or it can stay lifted, and our fingertips are going to walk out on a diagonal to the right. Gently wiggle your hips side to side. Again, nice full deep breaths. Good. On the inhale, we'll come back to center. Right palm's going to plant underneath your right shoulder. Keep lifting your hips up a little bit higher, and then left arm's going to reach up to the sky. Draw both shoulders back, broaden through the collarbones. Good. Take another full inhale. Exhale, left hand releases down. We'll step back to a down dog once again. Okay, notice your left leg compared to the right leg. Subtle movements, subtle breaths. Beautiful. On the inhale, we'll reach the right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, bend the right knee open through the hip. Your right shoulder's poking up. Try and root it back down towards the mat. You're trying to kick your own butt with your right foot. Nice. And then we'll extend the right foot back behind, square off the hips. And however it gets there, right foot steps forward between the hands. Fingertips now walk out on a diagonal to the left. Your left knee is lifted or lowered, and we'll gently wag the hips side to side. We're just on the next inhale, hands will come through center. Left palm will plant underneath left shoulder. Let's lift the hips up just an inch higher, and then right arm is going to reach up to the sky. If your shoulders are tired today, right hand can rest on the hip, and we work on drawing the shoulders back. Beautiful, another full inhale. As you exhale, release the hands down, and now we're going to step forward to a forward fold. Have a teensy bend in the knees, clasp opposite elbows, and let yourself ragdoll from side to side. Nice. And from here, release the fingertips down. You're going to bend the left knee. Keep your right leg straight. And then we'll walk the fingertips over to the left. So we get a nice big stretch on our right outer hip, down the right hamstring. If you're really tight, you might even feel it through the foot. And we keep pulling the right hip back, reaching a little bit longer through the right armpit. Get nice length. Nice, I see you grabbing blocks. That's awesome too. Good modification. Hands come back to center, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, and then fingertips walk over to the right. Keep pulling back on your right hip. Beautiful, nice big deep breaths. Again, imagine this beautiful rainbow coming out of your left hip, moving up the left waistline, left ribs, out the left armpit. On the inhale, return back to center, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. On the inhale, we'll re-lengthen, chest reaches forward. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. On the inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Good. Love it. And then as you exhale, hands will come through your heart center. Going through some half sun salutes. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up. Exhale and fold, touch the mat. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle all the way up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Beautiful, great work. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Let's do one more. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Now as you exhale, we're going to take the feet and step them a little wider than hip width distance apart, so it might be mat width distance apart for you. From here, we're going to do some squatting kind of work today. It's really good for your low back. All right, so we're going to take the hands, interlace them behind the back. From here, a little bend in the knees, stick your butt back, but hug your belly in. From here, draw your shoulders back, look up to the sky. Now, as you exhale, we're going to fold over the bent knees, right? Maybe the hands stay on the low back if you're super tight in your shoulders, or the hands can lift up, right? And then from here, breathe. Keep drawing the inner edges of the feet in towards one another. As your knees, they're not knocking fully outward, but they're not knocking inward, right? We have that nice middle ground. So your knees are going to be over, tracking over the toes. And it is hard. If you feel like you're really giving it your all in this pose, you are. Good, and breathe. Try and relax the tension in the jaw. You can do that by placing your tongue on the roof of the mouth. We're going to take another big breath in. Good. Exhale, very slowly release the fingertips, and then we straighten the legs. Whew. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, we'll plant the palms underneath the shoulders and step back to a down dog. Good, take your time. I know that was a lot on the legs. I promise it's all for the good. On the inhale, we'll roll forward to a plank. Again, belly in, squeeze your butt, your forearms in towards one another, your shins in towards one another. Taking another deep breath. As you exhale, very slowly lower to the belly, however you get there. Untuck your toes. We're going to press into the palms. Chest will lift up to a cobra. Drawing the elbows back, shoulders back, sides of the neck back. And then we'll come up through all fours and reset back into a down dog. Couple deep breaths. Good. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or float your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms are going to reach all the way up to the sky. Good. As you exhale, hands come through the heart center. We're just going to do 2 more regular sun salutes. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step back to down dog. Good. On the inhale, let's roll to a plank. Squeeze everything in, belly in. And then as you exhale, we'll lower down. Untuck the toes, inhale, press into the palms, chest lifts up, cobra. Beautiful, little bend in the elbows. And then we'll come back up through all fours and then down dog. Nice, we'll inhale high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, feet walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. We have one more. We're gonna go right for it. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, refold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, rock to a plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, chest is gonna rise to cobra or up dog. And up dog is simply pressing into the tops of the feet so your thighs lift. And then we'll come back up through down dog. Good. Couple deep breaths here. And then we're gonna lower to the knees and take a rest in child's pose. And relax everything down towards the mat. And feel the tension rolling out your forehead into the earth. On the next inhale, we're gonna come back up to all fours. Good. And then we're gonna take a step forward with the left foot. So keeping the right knee down. If you need to double your mat up, you can take your mat, kind of fold it in half and then place it underneath the right knee. That's an option too. And from here, you're just gonna reach the arms up to the sky. Drawing your legs in towards one another, and then maybe your hips sink down a little bit. Right, but still trying to keep the chest lifted instead of like really dumping in the low back. I mean, this feels kind of good, but you want to stay nice and strong, right? So squeeze the legs towards one another, front foot back, back knee forward. Breathe. Keep your gaze steady on one point in front of you. Nice, and then we're gonna reach our right arm up to the sky. I'm just gonna flip around this way. And then we're gonna take our right elbow and cross it over the left knee. Palms come into a prayer. Now, if this is too tough, you could just take your hands on the outside edge of your left leg. Right, and from here, palms come into prayer. If you wanna make this a little bit more challenging, you lift your right knee up off the mat. Good, nice big deep breaths. Keep pressing your left elbow into the left knee. Or sorry, your right elbow into the left knee. And your gaze can stay down towards the mat for balance. Beautiful. If your back knee is lifted, we're gonna go ahead and replace it back down. And then we'll all come up again to a low lunge, arms reach up to the sky. As you exhale, fingertips are gonna frame the left foot and we switch sides. Left knee comes down, right foot's gonna step forward. Good. Starting up in our upright position, maybe arms out to a cactus where they also can sweep alongside the ear. Whatever works for you. Good. Keeping your back toes tucked under. And then drawing the back knee forward and front foot back. From there, if you can keep the core nice and strong and stabilize, then maybe start to settle into the hips a little bit. But again, you don't have to. Maybe you start to lower here, a little bit lower, lower, lower. Just try not to totally flop into it. And now let's bring our hands back to the heart center. And now we'll take the left elbow over the right knee. Maybe the palms come to prayer, or again, just the hands on the outside edge of your right leg. Keep squeezing your legs in towards one another. Other option is to lift your left knee up off the mat. For balance, keep your gaze towards the earth. If your back knee is lifted, let's lift the hips up a little bit higher. Right, so we're not sagging down. We're keeping everything energized. Squeezing elbow into leg, leg into elbow. You're going to hear me say that a lot through the rest of class. Leg into elbow, elbow into leg. Good, we're going to take another full breath in. And then as you exhale, lower your left knee down if it's not already there. We'll all inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, hands are going to come down to the mat. We step back to down dog. If you need to rest in puppy pose or child's pose, go right ahead. Right? That can be your rest today. Nice. All right, from here, let's step the left foot forward between the hands. We're going to pivot and plant the right heel down so it's parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Left elbow is going to come to your left knee, right hand to the hip. Twist and turn your chest open, drawing the shoulders back. And again, as always, your right arm can reach straight up to the sky. You can sweep it alongside the ear, or the right hand might stay on the hip. And guess what? Our elbow's on our knee, so we're going to press them knee into elbow, elbow into knee, giving ourselves traction on our left inner thigh. All while squeezing the feet together and lengthening. So much to do. Breathe. Again, as we go through these harder poses, coming back to your intention, what is the purpose for your practice today, or being mindful today? Why are we here? Beautiful. On the inhale, we're going to come on up, warrior two. Now the arms reach out to a T. Keep your legs as low as they are, as heavy as they are. But check out your toes, right? Your left toes especially. Are you gripping them in the mat, like crunching the mat up between the toes? We don't want to do that. We want to release the toes for a second, lift them up, and then place them back down. Good. Another full breath in. As you exhale, hands are going to release to the mat. Let's step back, down dog. Letting that first side go. You might shake out your left leg or pedal your feet out. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So our right foot's going to travel forward between the hands. This time we pivot and plant the left heel down. From there, right elbow comes to your right knee, left hand to the hip. Twist and turn your chest open. Squeeze the feet towards one another. Press your right elbow into the right knee and your right knee into the right elbow. In our yoga practice, that's what we call muscular energy. Right? And then sweeping the left arm alongside the ear, or up to the sky or to the hip. Find your breath. And then on the next inhale, keep your legs super low and heavy. Come on up, warrior two. Arms reach out to a T. Keep squeezing the arm muscles onto the bone. And the right knee is tracking between your second and third toe. Beautiful, good, I love it. And are you gripping in your toes? Let's lift them up for a second, spread the toes wide on that right foot, and then place them back down. Good, another deep breath in. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Let's step back once again to a down dog. And we'll take a vinyasa. On the inhale, rock to a plank. Exhale, however you get there, lower to your belly. Inhale, chest is gonna rise up to cobra. Beautiful, exhale through all fours, and then down dog. We're gonna inhale to lift high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale to bend the knees, walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise all the way up. Good. Exhale, hands will come to the heart. Moving into warrior one. Let's take a big step back with our right foot. Yeah. Now the right toes are pointed a little bit more forward than the left. Well, actually, no, sorry. Your right foot's turned out to about 1 or 2 o'clock if your foot with the hands of the clock. And we're pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Squeeze your butt. Lift up through the chest, maybe start to lean back a little bit. Your arms can reach up to the sky, or they can stay at your heart if your shoulders are a little stiffer this morning. Nice. And we're gonna notice, take a mental note of your right foot. Sometimes we tend to let this right knee cave in a lot, but you wanna press out, right? Press out through that back foot. Keep it super strong, and then we squeeze everything towards one another, scissoring the legs in, keeping everything active and engaged. But being able to soften then with our breath. Beautiful. Another deep breath in. Exhale, hands come to hips. We're gonna switch sides. So now we'll take a nice step back with our left foot. If your left foot were the hands of a clock, it would be turned out to about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Bend through the right knee, pull the right hip back, right? And we're gonna energize out our left leg, out through the outside edge of the foot, and then the arms can reach out to a cactus or alongside the ears if you have the space. I have a slant in my ceiling, so I don't. Good, nice deep breaths. Reaching up, right? And again, feeling everything active. The whole body's active, but we're able to soften with the breath and then kind of reconnect with our intention. Reconnect with why we are here. For everybody, it's different. For some of us, it might be emotional. For some of us, it might be more physical. Right? Some of us are doing it because our doctors told us to do it. Whatever the reason is, it's a wonderful practice and benefits for all. Good. Taking another full breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Let's step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let's step back, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, chest to rise, cobra. Cool, exhale, back through down dog. Alrighty, from here, we'll sweep our right leg up to the sky. Make it really elegant, point the foot, flex the foot, whatever works. And then we're gonna take a big step forward with the right foot, all the way to the outside edge of the right mat. Left knee is going to lower. Coming into our lizard pose. All right, so once again, from here, walk your left knee as far back as you comfortably can. You're gonna squeeze your right knee into your right arm. Yeah, giving yourself that traction. And you can stay up on your hands if you are super, super, super flexible and you can still keep the squeeze of the arm and the knee. Maybe you lower to one elbow or two elbows. I'm not, I'm gonna stay up on my hands. Nice, good work. But really squeezing that elbow into knee, knee into elbow. That is something I see with Shannon, wow. Flexible, woo. Good, love it. All right, now the other option too, this one's a little cool. So you can stay in your lizard, hang out there. Another option too, if you have the range of motion, just tuck myself in. So today we're gonna get a little wacky with our final pose. So that's why I'm taking you all through all these wacky poses. All right, you're gonna stick your butt back. Your right arm might start to weave underneath your right leg. Yes. Some people might even be able to get the knee like on top of their shoulder. Don't push it. I don't want any torn hamstrings, right? And we're gonna stay here. Your arms come out to the sides. Maybe you start to walk the right knee back. You pull your right hip back. Squeeze arm into leg, leg into arm. Crazy. What are we doing? Breathe. And this eventually will lead up to an arm balance. We'll get there one day. I promise. Good. Keep lengthening through the chest, right? Think super, super long. If you're feeling even more gusto, I want you to lift that left knee up off the mat. Crazy right hip stretch. Breathe. Beautiful. Now we're going to lower the left knee back down. Let's come back to all fours. Ooh, shake your right leg out. Kick it back behind you. And then we switch sides. So now our left foot is going to, well, let's come back to down dog for our transition. So we get the leg lift. Right, so coming into down dog. If you're already in the pose left side, that's cool too. Reach your left leg up, point your foot. And then we step the left foot all the way to the outside edge of the left mat. Nice. Walk your right knee as far back as you comfortably can. Good, and so every side is different. For me personally, my right side's a lot tighter, so there's certain poses I can't do on that side, but the left side I can. So just honoring where you are, right? So our first option is to stay up on our hands, and we work on drawing the left knee into our left shoulder or left arm, right? Again, keeping the back toes tucked under, that keeps alignment in the ankle, the knees, and the hips, right? Now our other option, you can lower to one elbow, two elbows, but you want to keep squeezing the leg into arm, arm into leg. Okay, now your other option is to scoot your butt back a little bit, right? So your butt's lifting up again. And then maybe you hook your left arm underneath the left leg, coming into like this weird spidery kind of position. Right, and then if you have that, you pull your left hip back and the right leg might lift up. Keep reaching through the chest. Think cobra in the spine. I know it's so hard, but we breathe, we have fun, we see where we can go. But again, listening to your body. Squeezing the arm into leg, leg into arm, wherever you are. If you feel any pinching in the front of your left hip, back out a little bit, back out of the pose a little bit. We want to avoid that. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to come back up. We'll take one more vinyasa, stepping back to down dog. And then we'll inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, the chest is gonna reach up to cobra. Good. Exhale through down dog. Nice. From here, we're gonna walk our feet in towards the hands. All right, and now we're gonna bend the knees a whole heck of a lot, just like we did at the beginning of class. All right, so you can look up at the screen and hang out in this squat pose for a second because I'm gonna explain what the next position is. All right, your hands. So we're in this nice squatted position, feet are wide. If it's more comfortable for you to have your toes turned out, that is fine too. We're gonna take our arms inside edges of the legs and then weave our hands around to our calves. You're gonna nestle yourself down and press your hands, so you have this horseshoe grip with your thumb and index finger, and you're pressing your horseshoe grip into the legs and then lifting your butt up. It looks so weird, but it's so good for your low back, right? And then you're squeezing your arms into your legs into your arms. Relax your head down and breathe. It's a leg burner, but trust me, we'll hang out here for just a couple more seconds. Again, squeezing arms into legs, legs into arms. Good, and then we're gonna straighten the legs, release your fingertips down. Whew. Inhale halfway, exhale back to a down dog. We'll take one more vinyasa. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest is gonna lift up to cobra. And then exhale, back to a child's pose. Nice. So what that pose leads up to, I know it's really hard already. I shouldn't say hard, it's challenging, right? So it's challenging already with the bent knees and pressing arms into hands and hands into arms. It eventually can lead into an arm balance where your hands will then plant behind your heels and the legs are on the shoulders, and then either cross your ankles over, your legs are over the shoulders and you cross your ankles, or you can extend your legs out. It's called firefly pose. I would show you, but it's really, I don't know if I'm there today. But we have a little bit more time, so we can try it. So if you want to stay in your child's pose and just say, this is where I want to be today, you can stay there. If you want to give it a shot, I will definitely instruct you through it. You may fall backwards, you may fall forwards. It is fine, but I'll instruct you through it. So if you want, we'll come back up to a standing position, right? And feet are, again, hip width distance. We come into our squat pose. All right, from here, again, hands are gonna come to your calf muscles, right? But if you can get your hands down to the ground, they're gonna place back behind your heels. Watch out, kitty cat. And then you start to like make a shelf with your elbows, right? From there, maybe you start to walk your feet forward a little bit. And then you kind of lift your butt up. And then maybe you sit back. Maybe you hover your toes off the ground for a second, maybe you don't, and then you plop your butt down if you fall. Right, the other option is if you have the bend of the elbows, you might be able to cross the ankles in front of you. Or some people are able to sit their butt back completely and open their legs, and I'll have to post a video or something. Good, yes, good. And even just sitting back is plenty. Sitting back is plenty, right? I'll try and get there. Right. And then we'll all come to sit, and then come to lie down. Time flies when you're just kind of messing around on the mat, trying new things. It's all about, that's what yoga's about, just trying new things and being able to have fun, laugh at ourselves, give it a whirl. All right, so let's come to lie back. We'll take the right ankle, cross it on top of the left knee, coming into our reclined pigeon. Gently rock yourself from side to side. we'll go ahead and switch sides. So now your left ankle will cross on top of the right knee. Hug the right knee in and gently rock side to side. Good. And then we'll take the soles of the feet to the earth. Take your feet wider than hip width distance. Maybe they're mat width distance. And we did a lot of thigh work today, so let's go ahead and give ourselves a thigh stretch. So we'll first start by knocking the knees side to side, windshield wiping. And then we'll let the knees stay over to the left. Maybe you take your left ankle and cross it on top of the right knee. Give yourself an extra stretch at the front of the right hip. Then we'll let the knee knock back through center and then over to the right. You could take your right ankle and cross it on top of the left knee. And you just let your knees stay knocking to the right. On the inhale, we'll come back to center. Good. Let's extend our left leg long, right knee will hug in, and then kick your right heel to the sky, holding on to the back of the leg. Point and flex the foot or circle your ankle around. And then we'll bend the right knee and let the right knee cross over to the left. Relaxing through the shoulders. We'll come back up to center. Now we'll let our right leg extend long, left knee hugs in. Kick your left heel to the sky, hold on to the back of the leg, point and flex your foot or circle your ankle around. We'll go ahead and bend the left knee into the chest and let it cross over to the right. Arms come out to your T or to your cactus. Inhale back to center. We'll take a happy baby, so grabbing onto either your big toes, inside or outside edges of the feet, and gently let yourself rock a little side to side. We'll come all the way through center, hug the knees into the chest. And then when you're ready, we'll lower down for either a Shavasana or you can make your way to a seated meditation. We'll take about 3 minutes here, just breathing and feeling all the beautiful benefits of our practice. We created a whole lot of strength today in our practice. But we also had some fun and we challenged ourselves, maybe tried a pose. I'm just feeling the benefits of that. And again, letting you're in Shavasana, feel your body imprinting into the earth. If you're in a seated meditation, feeling your sit bones or your hips imprinted into the earth. And very slowly begin to take a deeper breath in through your nose into the belly. And out of the belly, out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And stretch your arms and stretch your legs. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then we're going to come to roll all the way over onto one side so you can hug the knees into the chest and then roll over. And then you'll make your way back up to a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. The hands will come to your heart center. And as you go through the rest of your day today, keeping your intention with you, and even through the weekend, let it be a place where you can check in with yourself and just kind of reignite all the beautiful things that you've created in your practice today. You were courageous, you were super strong, you had fun, and you breathed. And send yourself so much love for all those beautiful qualities. And in honor of our time, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. And you might sing along, or you can just listen. And I'll take a full breath in. And bow your head to your very own heart. I thank you all so much for practicing alongside with me this morning. And very happy birthday to our Shannon. Namaste.